Chris here. Welcome to another episode with Dromicidal RC. What I have for you tonight is a simple headlight installation. Or also what I can share with you tonight, if you can't afford no headlights or you ain't got no means to do it, an alternative is simply a headlamp. Your local hardware store, Walmart, anywhere that sells tools, stuff like that, you can find one of these. Basically, all I did was take it off the headband. These are just the lamps that go on your head. I took it off the headband and zip tied it to the body. Really simple, it's effective, it works really well. I mean, it's kind of ugly, but when you're out there having fun, who cares? Right? So, moving on. Now, with this installation, I'm going to be using some sharp tools. So for my younger viewers, if you do want to try this sometime, please have an adult around, to assist you, with some of the sharper stuff. I'd hate to see or hear about anybody getting hurt trying to mimic one of my videos. Anyway, with that being said, I'll be using a hot glue gun, a simple Dremel tool like this one here with a drill bit, and that's basically it. Maybe a razor blade. I don't have a body rimmer, so I'll be using one of those. Unfortunately, I don't have one yet, but I will pick one up. I keep forgetting to grab it. The glue I'll be using, Gorilla Glue. The glue gun is just a simple glue gun, like this one here. Just a Gorilla Glue gun. It's really cheap. You can get them, again, like I said, at your local hardware store, or even Walmart is where I picked this one up. I think I paid $7 or $8 for it. Simple. And you use it for a lot of stuff, believe it or not. So I was saying, the glue gun, just a simple glue gun. You can get it from a local hardware store or Walmart. And the drill bit I'll be using, just small, just a little fella. Moving on, this is a Lexan body, it's not a hard body, so it'll be pretty easy to drill a hole through this. What I'll be doing basically is I'll just be following the outline of these headlights that are already in here. These are just some mimic lights, some stickers that they stick on here from the, they actually give them to you in the body kit that I bought this in. And you stick on yourself, but they give them to you in the kit. So if you ever pick one up, very nice. I don't need this right now, so I think we'll get rid of it. So I want to explain a little bit about the headlight buckets that I'll be sticking in here. Real simple. They're actually from an axial deadbolt body. Those of you know who that is, know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. And basically all I did was take some side cutters, like these ones here, and cut them off from the outside. Still use the inside ones, 3 is plenty enough. So those guys that are out there saying, why did you do that? Well, because I can. It's mine. I wanted to. So, moving on. So basically is what I'll be doing is just hot gluing them into the body. They might not stay for very long. They might end up rattling out of there depending on how strong that glue is. So I'm using Gorilla Glue, so I'm assuming that it's pretty strong. Now those of you that are kind of new to the hobby, don't be intimidated by, like cutting into the body. I know some people first builds, they're kind of intimidating, or first mods, whatever. You're even working on them is kind of intimidating sometimes, but don't get discouraged. Learn your RCs. Learn your vehicle. When you get them, take them apart, do some preventative maintenance, greasing, oiling, whatnot, and it'll prolong the life of the vehicle. So my Dremel, unfortunately, for some reason, it needs an adapter for this small of a bit. And I'm not gonna put that in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna use a drill. Not a big deal. A little harder, but. So to start it off, I'm just going to simply drill a small hole near the outside ring of the headlight. Just to give you an idea, if you can see that there, it's just 4 small holes. And then basically what I'm going to be doing is routering it out. Now every once in a while, stop, you know, and just give it a check, just so you don't drill the hole out too big. Another cold night in Wolverine, Michigan, folks. I can hear the window whipping out there. I think I'm going to test fate, and I'm going to go a little bit more. Yeah. A little bit of hot glue, ladies and gentlemen. You have a headlight. Again, not the prettiest thing in the whole world, but it works. There. And add some glue.
Now don't be shy with this stuff, folks. It's cheap. Don't eat it, don't taste it.
Let that dry, folks. And it's as simple as that. Quick, cheap, and easy. Use your imagination. Now the headlights that I'll be using, I will be using, it's actually a headlight set from Indigy. It came with a bumper, but I'm not using it in a vehicle that I put the bumper on, so I use them in this. They're actually for that bumper there. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my baby. This is my Shell Queen. But you can see the headlight buckets in this one. They actually fit there, but I didn't need them. Not on this rig. This has actually got a light bar on the top and headlights already in it, so I didn't need it. Glue's starting to set. Headlights. Now, off camera, I'm going to do the other side, and I will be right back. Okay, folks, so off camera, I went ahead and I did the other light bucket, and I went ahead and I installed one of the lights in the bucket. One of the LEDs, excuse me. So as you can see, they're both done now. And I went ahead and I ran a little bead of silicone, or excuse me, hot glue around the outside of the light also, just to get a little more strength. And I tell you, with this Gorilla Glue, they're not going nowhere. So now on camera, I want to show you how to do this one. Again, inside, you'll see this little tiny tab right here. It just simply unscrews with the Allen head, and you stick the light inside and you stick that little tab over top of it. Just like this one. I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one.
You guys can see now. I'll take this right off so you can see it a little better.
So this is actually what's gonna hold the LED in the light, and you can see, maybe you can see, little bugger, let me see here. There it is, in the top, there's a screw. This screws in, pretty easy. Now that's already in the back of the light bucket that I took off the deadbolt. Now in that little crease in there, I'm gonna put the light through there like so. Stick it in, get it lined up with the hole for the screw. That's what she said. A handy dandy tool. Tighten it down. Now when you're tightening down screws, always remember, folks, when you're screwing into plastic, you don't have to crank them because you'll strip it out. Once you strip it out, it's no good. So just basically finger tight really is all you need in this plastic. And there it is. You have headlights installed. Cheap, simple. What more could you want? All right, so got the headlights in, got them all glued up, got them mounted and wired. I'll show you guys inside here. There it is. Simple wires. And off camera, I already unscrewed the receiver box here. This is the receiver. This is what your transmitter connects to. Sends a signal, your transmitter sends a signal to your receiver, which sends a signal to either your motor or your steering, tells it what to do. Kind of simple. All right, so try them out, see if they work. We're gonna plug this into, let me see what options we have here.
I don't have a flashlight somewhere. Sweet.
Got an extra channel one, it looks like. We'll try that. Always remember when you're plugging your wires in, make sure the positive goes to the positive, negative goes to the negative. Usually 90% of the time on these wires, your negative is on the outside, positive is in the middle. But not all the time. Battery. Now for testing this, I'm just going to use it's just a small little 2200 mAh Gen Ace battery. Real simple. Plug it in real quick, see if this thing works. Look at there. We got headlights. Nice. So there it is. Simple, easy, cheap. You can do it right at home. You see how easy I did it. That took me maybe a half hour. So with that being said, folks, enjoy the hobby. Do what you can. Have fun. This is what it's all about. Put a smile on your face, and at the end of the day, you know, you'll feel good about an accomplishment. I know I feel good about it. I like it. Looks pretty good. All right, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm Crawler Chris, and I'm out.